So Athena is the writing AI, and the whole job is to feed it, so to train it, to focus it on what to write. Correct?
Yes.
So we fill out these forms, and then these insights are generated. I don't get this insight point. Is it sort of a summary, all the inputs that we have, and how does this feed extra? If we edit that extra into Athena, I don't understand what is insights for.
Insights are basically the expansion of the initial input that you have provided. What I mean by expansion is it take the seed input that you have provided.
Yeah.
You have only answered 8 questions. I can when I start, you can check it when you start create workspace. There are only 8-9 questions that you answered. Based on those 8-9 questions, you have answered almost like 155 questions, and that is spread over different sections, different types. So, for example, here when I was showing you this market research part, when you create your workspace, you basically answer some 8-9 question, basic question. I'm counting the basic question. I'm not counting your name, your company name. These are even not the question. This some 8-9 basic questions you answer, and based on this, it automatically fill all this level 1 research. So each of these, when you see this, is going quite detailed, like the long tail topics, headlines, pre-headline. This one is pretty long. It has almost like 35-40 questions. Single big result, single big roadblock, pain point, secret, mistake, single big secret. Breaking into digital marketing is possible even if you don't hold a university degree. Digital marketing just a hype, mistake, for example, feature. You see, this everything that is written here in between is further expanded on by insights. So when I generate insights, I can generate many times. So they are not they are stacked upon each other. Every time I generate insights, it's take into this initial input, it expand on it. So AI is expanding on its own itself. You answered initially 8 questions. You used AI to structure the information, and now by pressing the insights button, you are expanding on itself. So you're creating knowledge from knowledge, if that answers your question. And that is very specific to the process. So single week shocking statement. You see, a single week shocking statement was here. Did you know that breaking into digital marketing is possible even if you do not hold a university degree? And then it goes on to this topic and expand on this topic. Now, I wouldn't want to read it, but it's very specific to this information.
And this is critical information that we have to check whether this is really on point of what we want to have. Correct? Right. And if not, then we add it here in the insight area directly. Correct?
Right. That will make you a good writer or bad writer, because if you're just closing your eyes to this, if you really want to make sure that every information you're feeding into Athena is factually correct, or you wanted to make some changes here, please do that, because you're creating your custom knowledge, custom engine that you're going to use in again and again. For example, you're talking about in the beginning that you wanted to really talk about very specific topic of agile methodologies. There you cannot afford to go wrong when you're talking to professionals. Like what is a Scrum, what is agile? You need to follow a specific terminology there. If I'm talking about dog training, I can go a bit slightly in different direction if I'm not really going very narrow and specific breed, right? So this make a difference here, and I would definitely advise when you wanted to really be 100% sure that what you're going to write is going to be picked up correctly. You wanted to ensure that you fact check them.
And last question to that, maybe you're coming later on that. I didn't get this. At one point, I sort of could input a website address. So it's not my website address because I'm still about to building it up, to be honest. I'm more writing for an internal company at the moment, but I won't use that company address because that's not my topic. Yeah, that's what they produce and that how they produce. So I decided to go for a methodology-based website. I don't get this process. What would be the best solution to use a website address here for Athena? Search internet at URL, sort of this. So this is something which is quite a mysterium for me at the moment.
Right. So to answer your question, when you give your website address, for example, here you said your website name or your company name. Also, initially, when you create your workspace, you put in website address. This is just for referencing. You can also refer to a competitor website, to a professional website. This is just to reference that you're working for a specific domain or a specific goal in mind. If you just put it here, example.com, it will also work, because at this stage of this process, we are not crawling the website. We are not looking at the website at this stage, what I'm showing you right now. You can inject the information from website by pulling some URLs, not like the full website, but you can add up to 5 different URLs here. Suppose if you find a very professional Agile Scrum body, which is writing professional document on it, you can refer to that website, 5 different blogs or content. You can inject scientific facts. The way these URLs are injected is also not allowing them to become more creative, but extract factual information from there. So that means that any URL you are injecting, you are inserting more factual information. When I click this box, search intent, and now I'm jumping ahead, but I said when you train Athena, so this portion is by default always there. This portion by default is like your market research and the insights. They're already there. Then I have a search intent that is going to Google search pages, not going to each competitor's website, but going to Google search pages and fetch the different information that you generally see on the search page on the Google. So here, the main topic was how to break into digital marketing in 2022. This was main topic. And based on this, whatever article on the Google page it can find, it will pull those 10 results, but also 14 different modifiers. So almost 140 results. And when I say modifier, it will modify this search query in, for example, dreams, how to break into digital marketing, mistakes, how to break into digital marketing in 2022, desires, suspicion, all kind of those psychographic elements, and it will pull the information from there, right? So we are making use of our own idea of market, our target market, those insights, which is expansion of the knowledge by AI itself. Then whatever information that exists on Google's pages, and then you are also injecting a specific set of information. So you see, you're creating a custom factual subject or domain matter expert with you. With Athena, you're creating a database of specific knowledge. You can always search back once you train it, and it will also show you whether it's coming from market research, it's coming from market insights. Sales copywriting is also part where I now can answer Alexandra's question. When we create content, does it feed into it? Yes, when you create this sales copywriting or those type of content, they are automatically by default feed into it. That now we also have created this URL, right, where you can create a blog URL, and you can also take again that URL into training. And I'm still working on it, like this in the final shape. So then you will have more control which article you wanted to feed into Athena. Initially, we had the idea that whatever you create should go, but that's not good idea, because what if you're going in wrong direction? So we want to have a choice. Like if I have created really one good article, which has covered all the facts, I want to make it a baseline. And then I also have the choice while I'm inside the editor to give more weights. So for example, if I just wanted to select one of them based on URL, then all the content that I will create will be referencing to that content that I put via URL. If I select all of them, then obviously they are referring to everything search intent market and trying to pull the best information, because this data or the AI, which I'm saying Athena, is like a smart search engine. It's like as a layer between the language models like GPT-3 and users interface. So it's a kind of interface between this, and it is smartly create prompt. As I mean, in many other tools, you have to create your framework prompt yourself. But in this tool, everything is like smartly in the backend created by Athena, because it understands the meaning. Like when I say single big desire, it understands this meaning, and based on this meaning, it give me the information which is there inside the Athena about this information.